And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to All Out. It is your host, Deke Angel, alongside my co-host, Sir Helsing.
We're back.
Yes, we are finally back. It took a while, but
A
we
long ass while.
yeah long as well. We haven't done a prediction video because yes, we are doing the full prediction of AEW's All Out 2020, and man, has 2020 been a year. Oh jeez.
We're not gonna go there. We're just gonna hope for 2021.
Yeah, we're just gonna hope that 2021 is much better than 2020, because oh boy, it has been rough here. But we're back and we're gonna do AEW's All Out, and we got a stacked card.
Very stacked card. 8 beautiful matches that we are going to mention, talk about, and delve further into because damn.
Yeah, because
I would actually pay $50 to watch this.
oh yeah, definitely. Because I went back and I was looking at all the matches right before we even started recording, and oh man, I'm just like, ooh, I can't wait to watch this. I wish I was in person to see this. This would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
But there's a couple of matches that we don't have image cards for, and we're gonna go over them first. I know that usually we have a webcam showcasing either me or Sir Helsing over there, but not today. Just because I feel me and him are not actually in the same room. So what's the point this time?
Exactly.
But so we've got two or three matches that we need to go over before we start getting into the main show cards, the main ones that we're gonna be delving into with the image cards here. So what match? Which
At least 3 of them.
yeah. So which match are we gonna go over first, there, Sir Helsing?
Let's see here. I believe that only because it is appropriate, considering it is all out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and start with the 21-man casino battle royale.
21-man casino battle royale. Last year's was amazing. Although there was a couple of moments that I was just kind of this feels weird. But
Yeah.
I think this time we should have something really good going. So, do you have a list of the people that are in this match?
Oh yes, I actually have a full list right here.
Awesome.
Actually, let me go ahead and make sure that these are actually 21 people.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. No, in AEW they might throw us a curveball and there not be the other members. Ooh man. But I've been. How much you listed?
This is interesting. So, unless there are people missing or there's supposed to be surprise entrants, there's only 17 named people.
Ooh, actually, I like that because that means that we can get some surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm always for, honestly.
Now, before we started, there was one of those I mentioned was to be determined.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah.
Alright, so of the 17 members that we know of so far, who are always in this match?
Alright, so the list starts off with Darby Allin.
Ooh, nice.
Lance Archer.
Oh, damn.
Brian Cage.
Nice.
Ricky Starks.
Okay.
Pentagon Jr.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Ray Phoenix.
Okay.
The Butcher.
Alright.
The Blade.
Makes sense.
Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston. Oh, that's interesting.
Sean Spears.
Ooh, that's good.
Billy Gunn.
Oh, well then.
Austin Gunn.
Austin Gunn?
Basically his son.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Jake Hager.
Good they're doing something with him.
Santana,
All right.
Ortiz, of course,
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor,
So we're getting the best friends in there, I'm assuming.
and Trent.
Yep. All right. Got a stacked freaking matchup there. And that's just the 17 that we know of. Not even the other members
Exactly.
yet. Just from the ones that are listed, honestly, I could either see um, one of these three men actually winning this. From my opinion, I could see either Lance Archer, Brian Cage, or Jake Hagar winning this match. Just because of the fact that, like, for one,
Okay.
Lance Archer is like, he's a beast. He's a monster. The Murder Hawk. What better way to solidify him finally as this, like, ultimate big time bad to the bone than eliminating 20 other people in a match?
So you're going for the big man.
Yes,
Interesting.
and it's different than usual because, like, when you think of battle royales or whatever other type of matchups there are that are similar, usually the big men don't win. Usually,
This is true because usually the rest of the people gang up to get the big man out.
Yep, they try to as quickly as they could. They know that, hey, he's a big guy. He's as strong as possible. He's gonna throw them all out. But I think these three men, they're not just like big men, but they're monsters. They know how to. They're very smart and methodical. They keep their eyes on all of the corners that they can and make sure that no one is getting behind them. No one's gonna throw these guys over alone. They're going to have to work together. And I think that if one of these big men do get thrown over, what's going to happen is it'll either be one of the other big men or a whole bunch of other people trying to do it together. I don't think it's just going to be an easy, all right, we're going to throw you over the ring and think that's it.
Nah.
So I'm going with either of the three really big men. I don't know which one of the three. My prediction is just one of those three. What about you? Who do you think is going to win this match?
I mean, I like the idea, the prediction that one of the big men would actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to break that down, let's go with the first big man, Lance Archer.
Yeah.
He basically has done nothing really.
Yeah, which is honestly surprising because when they brought him in, it was like it was going to be obvious that he was going to be one of the main eventers, that he was going to challenge for the world title, that he was going to win, but then they really did nothing. And the same thing's kind of the case for Brian Cage, because they brought in Brian Cage and they're just sort of like, okay, he's going to be a monster, and then he's there and he's doing a lot, but he's not doing as much as I was expecting him to do.
Right now, he seems pretty content with being the FTR champion.
Yeah, which I was kind of surprised that they brought that championship on board.
I mean, and really, I don't even know if it's officially sanctioned because, let's face it, we actually haven't had a match for it.
Yeah, it's literally just, hey, he's the champion, but he's not going to defend the title. He's not going to have any matches. It's just, okay, he's a champion.
2 examples, and of course I'm going to go WWE here.
Mm-hmm.
The Smoking Skull Belt.
Yeah.
And the $1 million title.
Yeah. I think they defended the $1 million championship maybe once or twice.
Is it? Other than that, nothing.
Yeah, it's weird. But besides that, though, I don't really see anything else really being done with these big men. You know, even Jake Hagar. Like, he came in a part of freaking Chris Jericho's group, and he's going to be like this dominant force. Like, and he really didn't do as much as I thought he was going to do.
He's been in matches. That's it.
Yeah, well, he's been in a few matches, and then there's been a few times that he, around some of the other members, have just sort of been like a laughing stock. Like, the one moment that they dropped down stuff onto the ring, and he had like, all of them were like slipping and sliding in the ring and stuff. It seemed like they were trying to make them into a laughing stock, and it was hard to watch, honestly.
So it's like the only real chance I probably see, if it's going to be a big man, is Brian Cage.
Yeah. Unless they
Hagar.
unless they throw us like a curveball and they give us, I don't even think it's gonna be Hagar that we're gonna get. I think it'll either be Brian Cage, like you said, or Lance Archer. Maybe they'll throw us that curveball and they'll finally do something with Archer.
Or it could be one of the other 4 participants we do not know about.
This is very true. This is true. I guess we'll have to wait until All Out. Watch this match. Highly recommend everyone check it out. Be the Casino Battle Royale. Last year's, like I said, was really good. A few moments here and there that wasn't all that up to snuff, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah,
who won last year? Do you remember that?
Oh man, I don't even remember, honestly.
I'm gonna have to look up. Give me a moment. Oh crap! I forgot that they had a 21-woman Casino Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, they did. They're not having one this year, are they?
Nah.
That's interesting. And we've only got one women's match, and that's the women's championship, which we'll talk about here in a few.
Just a second. There was actually no Casino Battle Royale.
Interesting.
No. Unless AEW became a thing last year, right?
Yeah.
So then we would need to see All In.
Yeah, I think it was an All In, and it wasn't an All Out.
Yeah, it was All In because that was their very first pay-per-view. Let's see.
Oh, I think Hangman won that one, actually.
Casino Battle Royale men, Adam Page.
Yeah, I thought it was Hangman. Yeah, because I think he won that match, and then he went on to face Jericho for the championship, and Jericho won. Yep, that's what it was.
Okay, yeah, never mind. It was not All In. It was their first one, which was Double or Nothing.
Yeah, Double or Nothing. Yep. Okay.
Good memories.
Yeah, good memories. So, with that being said, what is the next match on this list?
Let's see. Next match we're gonna go with. Let's make it the tag team match of Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks.
Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks. Before we get into this, because I do want to talk about this type of situation later on as well, but the Young Bucks, and what happened. I think it was not this AEW, but I think it was the one before that where the super kick happened. Their super kick, which I believe is like they're trying to get rid of Hangman out of the core group.
No, that actually happened.
That happened, yeah.
So what basically happened, and it was last AEW. It was last Dynamite. Because I was able to watch it because of completely different time frame than usual.
Yeah.
But for what I'm understanding, Hangman costed the Bucks a win.
Oh, okay.
And I guess that's when they actually kicked Hangman out.
Okay. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to go into a little bit deeper into a match that's going to happen on later on, which is why we bring this up right now about the Young Bucks, because they're all together and it's kind of an interesting scenario, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that later match. But as for the current match, Young Bucks and Jurassic Express, both teams have been doing a lot recently.
Yep.
Like,
Jurassic Express is 5th, and Young Bucks is 3rd in rankings.
that's really impressive. I wasn't expecting Jurassic Express to be that high, but they've made a name for themselves really quick,
They really did.
and I'm glad to see that, because that means that we have opportunities for Jurassic Express in the future to maybe be tag team champions.
Which would be actually interesting to see.
Yeah, I could see it.
I just hope that they don't try to use the Freebird rule for Jurassic Express, considering their 3rd member is a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah. But that leading into this match, honestly, I believe, and I'm just gonna go real quick with my prediction on this one, because I don't have a lot to say in regards to this match. I like the Jurassic Express. I don't like the 3rd member. I think that he doesn't need to be in there. I hate that he's in there.
He doesn't really do anything, but he's just basically a comedy stint.
Yeah, and I think if they got rid of him, I think it'd be perfect. I think that them together, they do very well. They don't need to be a comedy stunt. They just need to be, a monster and a high flyer doing their job.
Exactly.
But with that being said, though, I think it's going to cost them. I think that the little troll that they have alongside them is going to cost them the match, and Young Bucks are going to win this match.
That works out nicely. Now, before we came on the stream, I told you that this was one of the matches I wanted to actually delve deeper further into.
Yeah.
Not because of the whole Hangman Page situation, but basically what happened tonight.
Okay. What happened tonight?
Okay, so basically the way it was set up, this was actually an 8-man tag team where the winner would face each other. So basically, of course, Jurassic Express and Young Bucks were one team, and the other team was SCU. It was Daniels and Kazarian, and crap, I forgot who else. Let's see. Can I bring this up real quick? Let's see. Oh, that's 27th. Crap, I can't remember the other team, but it was SCU and someone else. Now, here's why I want to delve further into this. Because you know how the Bucks usually come out, do their signature pulls and stuff?
Yeah.
They came out, they were nothing but business.
Interesting.
Of course, their music hit, they came out, but there was no pose whatsoever.
That's actually intriguing, because that's their signature pose. They've always done that for every match.
But no, there was no Bucks pose.
It's intriguing. Unless we're gonna see the Young Bucks turn officially heel.
I don't know, but of course the match goes on. Of course, Jurassic Express and Bucks win.
Yeah.
As soon as they got the win, the Bucks just left. No celebrating, not even sticking around for the hand being raised. They just left.
Interesting. Yeah, it definitely feels like a heel type of situation where, they're just getting in there and just leaving. Because normal Bucks, they probably would have celebrated like crazy.
Oh yeah, or at least do the pose after winning.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
nothing, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And if they're that serious and they're that determined now, I think the Young Bucks have got this in the bag.
Now, of course, granted, this could be over the whole page situation, but I mean, if
Yeah.
it's not that, then dude, they're serious. They want the titles.
Yeah, it's very possible. I could see it. And with Omega's and Paige's match later on, which we will discuss here in a few, that could lead to kind of a interesting scenario that could happen later on at All Out. But we'll get to that point in a few.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Young Bucks. What about yourself?
I'm gonna go with Young Bucks too, and I'm expecting a more serious and a more physical Young Bucks team.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. I guess we'll have to wait until All Out to see how well this all plays out and what kind of Young Bucks we're gonna get at All Out.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, what's our third match before we get to this final card?
The third match, which I don't know if this was just tossed in here just to fill it or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's basically the Dark Order, and they're gonna bring Brody Lee, Cole Cabana, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson versus Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, Dustin Rhodes, and QT Marshall.
Yeah, that definitely feels like a thrown together match, honestly. I think it just I think it's one of those matches that they're just sort of like, you know what? We've got these guys, we've got the Dark Order that are, definitely huge right now, especially with Brody Lee.
Oh yeah, he's a
So,
champion.
I think that they need to do something, which I'm honestly surprised that Brody does not have a match at this pay-per-view.
Well, Brody is in. Well, he's in the same man tag match, but
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. It feels weird that Brody isn't even going to be in this match. Well, I mean, like
yeah,
defending his championship.
and then basically like a singles, maybe even a singles title match.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Um, honestly, I'm gonna just do a quick prediction of this one. I don't know how it's all gonna play out or why it's gonna play out. I don't even know why they just thrown this match together, but I'm just gonna go with the Dark Order is gonna win this match.
Like I can't even further break this down because this is basically a mash together of people.
Yeah. That's I think if there was a bigger story that brewed, maybe we could, but because it just seems like they threw it together last moment, I don't think that there's really much to talk about.
I mean, the only thing I can actually think of talking about is maybe the fact that let's see, yeah, I could go ahead and put this in. Scorpio Sky is the only person in SCU that's competing.
Yeah, that's interesting because Daniels and Kazarian, they're a part of the Battle Royale.
Yeah,
Huh, that's interesting.
so
Uh,
actually no, Daniels and Kazarian are not in the Royal.
oh, they're not.
No.
Hmm.
Now, is it a possibility that they're one of the unnamed people?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean it's possible. Yeah. Yeah, besides that, honestly, there's really not much to break down. There's really not much to talk about this match. Like I said, my prediction for this match is that Dark Order wins, but I think that they win very dominantly. They have to now. With Brody Lee winning that championship, they need to step up to that level as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dark Order 2. This whole thing with the Dark Order and Colt Cabana, it's been weird as hell.
Yeah, it
I
has been.
guess he's actually a member in the Dark Order, even though he doesn't really show it.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm hoping that like something will be explained with that pretty soon, but for now that's all we got.
Yeah, so Dark Order.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch us to our next match. Shida versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. And I love that I can actually show an image card now because I know a lot of people were like, we got these image cards, but we haven't even shown anything yet. This match, though, oh my jeez. I love Shida. I love her. I hope that she continues to do amazing things in AEW because she has been a incredible champion.
I have been impressed ever since she became champion. I have actually enjoyed it.
Yes, I have loved this. I don't really know too much about Thunder. You know, I kind of wish I knew a little bit more, honestly. But this match, I don't know. This match looks it just from the match card itself, the way that Thunder looks like she's presented. She looks like she's ready. She looks fierce. But Shida looks like she's on top of her game. She looks like she's gonna go into this match with no shits given and just be dominant throughout the whole match. I'm going with Shida. There's no other way around it. I love Shida. I hope she wins this match.
I'm gonna go with Shida too. Now, this is what I'm looking at. Let's see. The card you have up right now, since I can't see it. What's the image?
It's Shida on one side and then Thunder Rosa on the other side, and you got AEW All Out in the middle, and it's the Shida versus Thunder Rosa AEW Women's World Championship this Saturday, only on pay-per-view.
So, is it the image from the AEW website?
Yes, it is.
So, what's interesting about this, of course, Shida's holding her title.
Yeah.
If you look at Thunder Rosa, she's also holding a title.
Yeah, she's holding a championship as well. And I'm not sure which championship that is.
I can't really make it out either.
Yeah, I can't really tell. I'm not sure. I don't know, because I don't think I've seen that championship before. I could have, but I mean, I guess we'll know when the match actually happens, because I'd assume that maybe she'd hold that championship. She's not just going to showcase the championship on the match card, but then not bring it out. That'd be weird.
So, let's see. I'm trying to look further into this.
Yeah, I assume that we'd be able to Google search it, because it would have to say what title she has.
Because I'm looking at this, and looking at basically her bio.
Yeah.
She is a current champion, but in looks like two different types of wrestling promotions.
Oh, I know that. Actually, no, I know what belt that is. That's the NWA Women's World Championship.
So it's the NWA?
Yeah, it's the NWA's Women's World Championship. So she's their women's champ.
Yeah, because I'm reading about that. It shows that she is the champ. But the thing is, when I actually click on the title itself,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it.
Huh. Interesting. Unless that
Oh
might
wait,
be
that's why
in.
it says previous design now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why it says previous design.
Okay.
Let's see.
So yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna have a champion versus champion for AEW's championship. When Shida, and then Thunder Rosa being the NWA Women's Champion. So it's a champion versus champion match, but it is for the AEW Women's World Championship. I love that. I don't think that they're gonna give it to Thunder. I think that'd be really strange. I don't think she needs to win this match.
Not really.
I think that Shida, she's been dominant. I love this. I love the picture on the match card of how Shida looks. She looks like the AEW Women's World Champion, and she is. And I think this is my prediction. I think Shida is going to win this match, and she's going to be a force to be reckoned with throughout the rest of AEW.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be Shida winning. Do I think she'll do it in dominant fashion? I don't know about that, but I think that she will basically bring out basically her inner warrior and just go all out then.
Yeah, I can see it. So yeah, I want to go Shida. You're going Shida. Shida's gonna win this match. Speaking of matches, we have our next match on the card. It is Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in a Broken Rules match. I don't know what that means. I don't know why it's called a Broken Rules match. I'm hoping you know what that means, because
I don't know what that means, but let's face it, there's a chance that we're going to see Broken Matt Hardy.
I'd assume so, because I mean Matt's got his whole broken Matt Hardy setup. He looks like he's broken Matt Hardy again. He's been acting kind of crazy again. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Now, here's a twist. This is probably where you and I might differ finally. Because, a lot of our matches we've been kind of going the same route. Because it feels like it's going to be pretty obvious. But with this match, I think that it's going to be Sammy Guevara winning this match.
Now, we have finally reached a match where we have an actual stipulation.
Yeah.
And when I mention the stipulation, you may actually switch.
I guess we will
So,
see.
the stipulation, if Hardy loses, he's gone.
So if Hardy loses this match, he's gone from AEW.
He must leave AEW.
That's interesting. Huh. That's intriguing because, the way they've been doing Sammy Guevara, it looks like Sammy's got this in the bag,
Mm-hmm.
They have pushed Sammy to the frickin' moon right now. It would be weird if Sammy lost this match, but it would also be really weird if Matt Hardy had to leave AEW. Because I don't, he just got there. He's not going to go back to WWE when he just got to AEW.
And I really highly doubt he's going to go to Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. What they could do, and I could be wrong about this, they could do Sammy winning this match, Matt leaving, but because he's broken Matt, he keeps going to AEW matches and interrupting and costing Guevara matches and all this crap, and it becomes if Hardy wins, he gets his contract back.
Then they could also do a swerve.
Yeah.
It could be just regular Matt Hardy. If Matt Hardy loses, but he then comes back as Damascus.
Very true. It's very possible. So, Yeah, I don't know. I think I still want to go Sammy Guevara on this, just because like there's a big stipulation, a broken rules match. Don't really know all about it, but I think that they're gonna do something big, and they have to. And I think this is the point in time they need to do something with Sammy Guevara, bump him up, continue to push him to the moon and back, and then you could do some extra swerves with Matt Hardy. Maybe, like you were saying with maybe bring him back as the masochist. I guess we'll have to wait and see for this match. But I'm going to go Sammy Guevara. What about you?
We're gonna finally have a disagreement. I'm going Matt Hardy.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly
I
think...
just
Yeah.
I just think with the stipulation, there's no way they're gonna have Matt Hardy lose.
Yeah, and like I said, unless they decide to do something like that and they make it a twist, and then Hardy, comes back, he's costing matches, stuff like that. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I can't wait.
Yep.
It's going to be a great match, though. With that being said, our next matchup on the line
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The next match we have on the list is Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy and a Mimosa Mayhem match. You told me earlier before we even started recording today what kind of match this was supposed to be. Please explain it to the rest of the viewers so they can understand why we're kind of like, what the hell?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Mimosa Mayhem match. The stipulations for this match, and yes, there's a reason why I'm sounding like this, because it is crazy as hell.
Yeah, it is.
So, the match can be won by either, of course, normal means, pinfall, or submission.
Mm-hmm.
The third stipulation is you can win by throwing your opponent into a tank of Mimosa.
I just...
Okay, well, guys, if you don't know what Mimosa is, whether you just never heard of it or you're too young, it's basically alcohol.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this much. Before we really break this down, I wanted to say that Orange Cassidy recently put on one of the greatest matches I've ever seen him put on. It was one of the best matches I've ever seen him put on, but it was truly a spectacle to see that, hey, Orange Cassidy, yeah, he's a joke type character, whatever. He likes to be comedy relief, stuff like that. But if the man is serious and really wrestles, he's a dangerous man.
Oh, yeah.
I thought for a longest time, like, oh, Orange Cassidy, oh boy, we know that whoever Cassidy's facing, Cassidy's going to lose. But now, I don't know. He's threw us a swerve ball, and it's just like, oh, Cassidy could win this match. Cassidy very much could win this match. What about you? What do you think?
When he is serious, Cassidy is one of the best. Now, of course, he has to be serious.
Yeah. So, with this matchup, what do you think we're going to get? Do you think we're going to get serious Orange Cassidy or comedy relief Orange Cassidy?
Just given the history of Jericho and Cassidy, I would see him being serious for most of the match.
Yeah. I could see a couple moments where he's maybe being comedy relief or whatever, because he is still Orange Cassidy. But I think you're right. I think we're gonna get a serious Orange Cassidy, and I think I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go Orange Cassidy with this match. I think that it's finally his time to show up, Le Champion.
I'm gonna go Orange Cassidy as well. Now,
Interesting.
here's the thing. How is he going to win?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be by Mimosa.
Thrown into the tank, huh?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Orange Cassidy's gonna throw him into the tank. I don't think it's gonna be a pinfall or submission. I definitely think it's not gonna be by submission. I don't see.
Do they even have submissions?
Uh, I don't. I know that Jericho still has his walls, but I don't even. I've never seen Orange Cassidy ever use like a proper submission.
Does he even know submissions?
I mean, he might know more submissions than Jericho. With how like I said, when he gets serious, he's dangerous. He might be like one of the best out there. But I honestly believe it's going to be by Mimosa. Orange Cassidy's winning this match.
I mean, you have it there. It's called Mimosa Mayhem match. It has to finish in the Mimosa.
Yeah, it'd be weird if it was finished by anything else. It would make no sense. Unless they decided to do like a pinfall and then throw him into the Mimosa. But either way, someone's getting put into Mimosa.
Someone's getting dumped.
Yeah, someone's getting dumped. They're not going to have a Mimosa Mayhem match with no one getting mimosa'd. But now for a crazy matchup. A matchup that we were kind of talking about earlier with the whole Young Bucks scenario. But we've got Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And oh my geez. We've got to break this down right now.
Oh, yes. In case you guys don't know who FTR is, it's the Revival.
Yes, the Revival is here in AEW, and they're known now as FTR, and they have been beasts. They have been beasts, and the best thing about this, and the reason why, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who I'm choosing right now. And you may say a completely different reason or whatever, but I'm gonna go with FTR winning this match. I'm going FTR winning this match, and the reason why is that due to what we were talking about before with the Young Bucks situation, I think that Omega and Hangman are gonna lose because Hangman's been removed. Omega is still friends with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to do something about it. I think maybe it'll be Omega costing Hangman and they don't, they're not going to be a part of it. Or maybe the Young Bucks are going to come in and it's going to be the Young Bucks and Omega hitting Hangman or something along that lines. But FTR is winning this match. That's not my prediction. That's, as the great Paul Heyman would say, that's a spoiler.
Actually, Paul Heyman didn't say that. Roman Reigns said that.
Hey, usually Paul Heyman says that when it came to Brock Lesnar.
I mean, did he? Wait. Yeah, Roman Reigns did say that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So usually it's Paul Heyman, but last time it was Roman Reigns. But that's besides the point. We're gonna get into that maybe one day. Maybe we'll do something along the lines of the whole Paul Heyman type situation that's going on with him and Roman Reigns. And
which is still weird as hell.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love the fact that Roman is now a heel, but I guess we'll discuss that maybe some other time. Like I stated, FTR is winning this match. Guaranteed. That's my prediction.
All right, then. So, with the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to break this down a little bit further.
Okay.
So, of course, we got Kenny Omega, Adam Page, Hangman Page. They're the champs, of course. Of course, Adam Page is now out of the Elite.
Yep.
And then you have FTR, which is basically the Revival. And their teaming, or I guess their manager, is one Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Guys, in case you guys don't know who Tully Blanchard is, he's awesome.
He really is. And there's no better manager for them.
Exactly.
That's why
Now,
I'm thinking that FTR is going to win this. Not just the whole Hangman situation, but Tully is now managing FTR. It would make perfect sense for FTR to win this match.
so yes, I'm gonna go FTR, but I'm going to go with not Kenny Omega, not the Bucks, but Adam Page himself turning his back.
Interesting. Yeah.
Now, I don't know how he's going to do it, but something tells me he's going to be the one to turn his back.
I could see that, especially with all the situation. You know what could be? I'm going to kind of go on to that statement, but imagine, like, they had that bar scene with Hangman being in the bar. What if Hangman uses a beer bottle and hits Omega?
I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be interesting. I don't know how it's going to be done. I don't know if it's going to be Hangman doing it or Omega doing it or Young Bucks coming out or maybe FTR just wins clean. I don't know. But FTR is winning this match. Spoiler.
I mean, they could win clean and then do the actual kicking out.
Yeah, it's very possible. I don't know. I love it. I love this match. This is the one I'm most hyped for. But,
yeah, and especially, I mean, even with tonight, even though with Omega and Page being seemingly on the same page tonight, they're going to lose.
Yeah. Yep. But there is one more match that we need to talk about. And oh my geez, they have put this match on a pedestal above anything else. We're talking about Moxley and MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Oh my geez, what they have done recently for this freaking match. Oh my geez.
I love it.
I love it. Yes.
Especially with the whole MJF campaigning like he's running for president.
Yes, I love it. And it's perfect because they have pushed MJF to where he needs to be. And I think they've pushed him better than any other wrestler in AEW. The way he talks, his promo skills is like top notch.
Oh yeah.
Like, he gets into the ring and he's business. He knows what he's doing. And this whole campaign running for president type of situation, bringing like lawyers and stuff, it's amazing. It's perfect. And the way that they have done this, it feels like they are setting this up for MJF to win this match. I'm calling it. I am calling it right now. I think that MJF is going to win this match. And I think it's going to be done dirty.
And before we came onto this, we were talking, and I had told you that there was a very interesting stipulation for this match.
There sure enough was. Go ahead and let them know what that stipulation is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this goes towards Moxley. Yeah. He is banned from using Paradigm Shift.
Yes, his own finisher. The Paradigm Shift is illegal. He cannot use it. What I think is going to happen is I think the MJF is going to win this match because Moxley's going to go for the Paradigm Shift and the championship's going to change hands with MJF winning the match. Just like that.
Let me tell you a swerve.
Okay.
So what if MJF wins with the Paradigm Shift?
I don't know. I could maybe. You know what also could happen is there could be a situation with MJF's lawyer like maybe getting involved, getting on like the ringside or something and it costing Moxley the match. I hope it's not going to be like that, because that would be something like I could see with WWE doing. But I think it'll either be what you think could happen, or like I stated before, with Moxley hitting the paradigm shift and the ref calling it, and MJF is the new champion. Like,
Now,
I feel like MJF could be like taunting him throughout the whole match. He's like, "Oh, you won't do it? Come on, bring it on! I bet you can't beat me without using it." And I think that it's just gonna goad Moxley in, and Moxley's gonna hit the paradigm shift, and that'll be it.
but here's the thing though. There was no mention of the title changing hands if Moxley actually uses it.
This may be true, but I think that they would do something along that lines.
Now, as far as his lawyer showing up, I mean, his lawyer had to fight Moxley tonight, and yeah, that was a murder.
Yeah.
But Wardlow is supposed to be there.
Yeah, I heard about that because I was looking up on the IG, and they do have MJF and Wardlow standing side by side.
So yeah.
So that could be another twist that could happen, is maybe Wardlow shows up. Maybe what could even happen is maybe Wardlow gets involved in the match, and maybe Moxley uses the paradigm shift on Wardlow, and the ref calls it as, hey, Moxley just used the paradigm shift.
I don't know if they'll go for that kind of swerve since it's on Wardlow.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we're really not certain about how they're going to play it out, especially with this whole, paradigm shift is banned. Will they just give the title to MJF at that point? Or they just say, hey, Moxley still wins even though he's disqualified? I don't know. I hope that if they do decide to do, a paradigm shift moment, that, they give the championship to MJF at that point. That's at least from my point of view. I'm going with MJF winning this match.
I want to go with Moxley, but for some weird reason, I just see MJF winning the title.
Yeah, like I stated at the start of this discussion for this match, they have pushed MJF to the moon. It would make no sense if MJF lost.
Just with the way they're pushing MJF, he has to win.
Yeah, MJF there, Wardlow's going to be in his corner. Something's going to happen. Moxley can't use the paradigm shift. MJF is winning this match. I guarantee it. MJF's winning. That's it.
I agree.
And I mean, that's AEW's All Out pay-per-view. Honestly, this is a wonderful card. AEW needs to keep it up, do the best they can, and they need to deliver with this pay-per-view. And I think they will, honestly.
I am just curious to see who's going to be the other 4 participants for the Casino Battle Royal.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who those 4 people are going to be. And I really hope that the Casino Battle Royale is going to be a great match. Like I said, we have a lot of really good matches. And honestly, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this more than any other AEW pay-per-view that we've had for a while now. And I think that it's going to be a type of situation kind of like how New Japan is with their Wrestle Kingdom. Because Wrestle Kingdom, you always know it's going to be great. Always.
Oh, yeah. No matter what.
Used to be the same way for WWE's WrestleMania. Their past WrestleManias have been kind of lackluster, but I think this is going to be the the pay-per-view for AEW that's, hey, this is our Wrestle Kingdom. This is our WrestleMania. You know, this is ours. This is what we're going to showcase in the world and provide the best matches we possibly can.
I don't know about that one because for me, I see AEW's WrestleMania being, let's see,
Or like Double or Nothing.
I guess I would say Double or Nothing, but then again,
I don't know. I feel like All Out is like the perfect name for their type of WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom type of thing. And they really haven't had any other pay-per-view names that kind of suggest it. I don't know. I mean, what I think we could do is we can let the comments decide. You know, what do you think is AEW's WrestleMania or Wrestle Kingdom? You know, do you think it's All Out? Do you think it's Double or Nothing? Do you think it's any of their other pay-per-views? You know, let us know in the comments below.
exactly.
And you know, if you enjoyed the prediction show and you're happy that we're finally back doing our prediction shows again, let us know in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you enjoy this content and you enjoy any of our other content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell to stay up to date with all of our future content. And this has been DK Angel and Sir Helsing, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.